What's up, you guys? My name is Victor Miranda, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about credit cards. So, I want you guys to consider switching from debit cards and cash to credit cards. And the specific reason is because you can actually build wealth and build a good credit score doing so. So, let's get a bit more familiar. How many of you guys have heard that people that use credit cards are not financially smart? Right? Or that they have to borrow money, right, to use credit cards. Or credit cards are evil, right, because you have to pay so much more for owning the item. Well, they're not entirely right. There are a lot of benefits to using credit cards, but you have to use them wisely. All right. So you can earn cashback rewards using credit cards. You can save thousands of dollars using credit cards. You just have to understand how to use them properly. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you just how to do such things. So who's heard of Dave Ramsey? Right? I think a lot of you guys have heard of Dave Ramsey. He was a good start for me when I was 19. He was my financial learning start with 7 baby steps of building wealth. I thought they were great. They're perfect. They're good for beginners, I want to say. But one of his methods that I didn't like was not ever using credit cards. He viewed them as bad, evil, never do, because it's not financially smart. Well, he's not wrong in a sense if you don't know how to budget and properly spend wisely on the items that you need. So I get where he's coming from. But if you can get past that, you can start earning and building towards your wealth by just using credit cards. And let me explain. So my views on credit cards is you switch your entire payment system. So from your debit to cash, all of it to credit cards instead. You treat it no differently than money. Like if you had a debit card, it's just like a debit card. You're not buying extra things that you don't need, that you don't have money for. You have to make sure you have the money for the items that you're going to buy in the bank before you buy it. Because if you don't have the money, guess what? You're not buying it. It's that simple. If you budget properly, you're just switching your payment systems. It's that simple. And then you get to reap the benefits of doing so. So some of the benefits include 1 to 5% cash back. I love this one. This is probably my second favorite. So let's go with 2% cash back, right? If you get 2% cash back, every $100 that you spend on everyday items, utilities, gas, clothes, just items that you're going to buy anyway, you get $2 back. $2 back for every $100. So you spend $1,000, let's say in a month, that's $20 back that you get to keep if you pay off the amount that you owe at the end of the month and never paying interest. So that's pretty sweet. One of the things that happened to me recently, like 3 months ago or so, who has a Switch? Who's ever had a Switch? Have you ever heard of the game Animal Crossing? Well, my sister wanted to play that game with me. And of course I have a Switch, but I didn't have the game. And at the time I didn't have the money to buy the game. So I was at a loss. I was like, well, I can't afford the game. And then it dawned on me, I have cashback rewards. So I checked to see how many points that I had. I had over $192 in cashback rewards. Just by using my credit card normally. I had $192. I took $60 of that out, paid for the game, and I got a free Animal Crossing game, which was pretty sweet. So if you just use credit cards wisely, you can get free stuff like this all the time. So that's pretty sweet. One of the other benefits that I think this benefit alone, this reason alone should be the reason why you should switch to using credit cards. And that's to build your credit score. Now, there was an article that I read. I think it was on thepointguide.com. It stated that they compared between people that borrowed with bad or low credit scores and those that borrowed with high credit scores for the same loan. The difference was outstanding. It was about a $300 a month difference. That's $120,000, give or take, for a 30-year mortgage difference, right? For having a high credit score versus a low. And if you were to use a credit card every single day for every purchase and pay it off at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you would build that credit score. So it's very, very important to do so like that, because one of these days we're going to get a home loan, we're going to get a car loan, we're going to get a business loan, and you want to have the ability, one, to get that loan, and two, to get the lowest interest possible. And the best way to do that, a good way to do that, is to maintain and use a credit card. So that's one of the benefits right there. So, like some simple rules to follow is you treat your credit card no differently than you treat a debit card. It's cash instantly. If you don't have the money in the bank to pay for that image you want, you're not buying it. All right, you pay off the interest at the end of the month every single time. Never, ever, ever pay a cent on interest. I have not paid a cent on interest. So that's what you should be doing as well. You can set up your card so you have an automatic payment, which is pretty sweet. So it takes care of it for you. So you don't have to worry about it. As long as you know you have the money in the bank, you budget properly, you get to use credit cards wisely and reap the benefits of using credit cards. So let's conclude. Here, this is my little board. Hopefully you guys can see it. So cash and debit, you're switching to credit, all right? Never paying any interest on any of the cards that you have, all right? You get to enjoy the rewards of cash back. So that's free money by using this system. And two, you get to build your credit score, all by using credit cards. So thank you for listening. I hope you guys learned something new today, and peace.